Hey, yo, it's your boy Roz here with With Caution Blog. And today I'm here to do a review of Braille's 2025 album, Handcrafted Raps. Y'all can see right now I got a mic in my hand because I am an MC. Yes, the mic is kind of fluffy, but hey, man, I'm still a rapper, still an MC, about to spit for y'all. Number one, let me get some overall thoughts. Um, the album is mixed well. Now, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a mixologist or anything like that. But I can say that in the car, it sounds good in terms of the bass and the drums and things of that sort. A lot of times, and I'm not going to name no rappers, but sometimes when you have some rappers in the Christian rap realm, bass wise, if you turn it up, that bass going to be distorted and it's going to sound terrible. You don't have that here. It sounds excellent no matter the bass or the drums or whatever. Number two, I like that this album is short. It's only 30 minutes, so this should be a real simple, easy review. Number three, I don't see a lot of slippage in terms of Braille as a rapper. Yes, he's been doing this since the 1999s, at least that's when I started listening to him. And he pretty much sounds the same. Now, I'm not saying he has the same rap style as he did back then. He's obviously grown, but he pretty much sounds the same, and that's a good thing. Fourth, this is a marriage between Braille and the producer 1995. Now, I'm not an expert. I'm sure a lot of you guys know more about 1995 than me. Yes, I've heard of Bodega projects and I see them on other stuff, but I'm not an expert. But definitely want to give you my thoughts on him. I think there are some good things he does, and there are some things he can improve on. So let's get into this review. All right, first song is Intense. Now, of course, he uses this in different ways. You got intense. There's some wordplay with the word content. So, yeah, if you know Braille, he likes to do alliterations. So, lyrically, it's cool. Beat wise, it's okay. This ain't my favorite beat on the album. It's kind of slow paced. Um, Hook wise is okay. It's kind of a sing songy type of hook. But yeah, it really facing reality of life is hard. We're in these tents, which pretty much represents humanity and a lot of things on this album. But I mean, yeah, first song it is straight, but I'm not loving it or nothing like that. All right, The Craftsman. This is a nice boom bap beat. If you listen to this in the car, there are certain parts of this beat. The bass really bangs, but again, your speakers are not going to blow anything like that. I really like that about this. I'm not sure if he's using a piano or whatever instrument he's using, but I think it's cool as well. It's just a nice little laid back beat. You bob your head like this too. Braille is cool on here, and using the metaphor of work and being a craftsman and being an expert, at your job and whatever God is calling you to do. So this is a nice little cool song. I like this song. Step Up Part Two. The original was on his Native Lungs album. Um, Subject matter wise, a little bit different than what you hear on here. I remember him was talking about stepping up in the sense of raising his daughter, stepping up to the ladies. All right, stepping up to them, but a little bit different subject matter. Beat wise, it has sort of a similar vibe to the original, but I think 9-5 added his own little flavor to it. And I also liked how he referenced one of my favorite Braille songs, Keep On. You heard that reference a couple lines on here. But overall, this is a good song. Next song is Bargain. Now, at the end of the last song, he said something about bars. And that was sort of like a prelude to what we're about to hear now, which is Bargain. Um, Obviously, this is a very, very, very deep bass song. Like this really bangs in the car. I like this song a lot because it feels like the old Braille. Um, this is just a fun song. You can tell it's just a fun song when he says his favorite sweater is a Barnegan. All right, ain't no such thing as a Barnegan. So you just know you just having fun on here, man. So I like this song. I mean, his wordplay wise, could have been better. Maybe could have found a way to say bars, but not just start out with the word BAR, but maybe a different way. Now he might have did it. I didn't catch it yet, but it could have been a little bit more creative. But I still like it. It's a real fun song. Next song is Workmanship. Of course, this the word you hear in the Bible, especially in Ephesians 2:10. I don't know the exact quote, but it's something similar to "We are His workmanship, created to do works what God prepared us advance for us to do," something like that. Close enough. All right, paraphrase. But this song is featuring Abel. Now I'm not a real familiar with Abel. I heard him on the Bodega projects. I tried to check out some of his music. He sounds pretty cool. I might check out some more. I like his line about the truth and dare. I thought that was real good. I was like, that's good. When you have truth, you also got to step out on faith as well. So I thought that was a dope line. Braille, I like his line where he talks about like the I am. You got to know the I am to know who we was or something like that. I know I messed it up, but yeah, it was some dope lines on here, man. They got a little not Charlie Murphy, Charlie Wilson guy on here singing. He's cool. So yeah, I like this song, man. A little laid back, jazzy type vibe. Next song is Under the Knife. I like this song because you hear this intensity from Braille. What made him where I view him, I won't tell you where he ranks as far as my favorite rappers, but those who know, they know. But what made him that rapper for me, partly is that intensity. He's able to bring that passion. And this felt like that old Braille on here. I don't want to use the word angry, but I'll just say the word passion, intensity. And that really felt like the old Braille. A lot of metaphors with hands. He uses the Matthew passage where Jesus talks about your right hand causes you to sin. Talk about handcrafted rap, so he uses that. Surgery, another hand uh, uh, reference. God doing surgery on us, going under the knife. We know that's think of surgery, cutting out sin in our lives, who we are. It's introspective. I like the dark, intense, sinister type beat. Yeah, this song is very dope. Next song is Wild. And that's an appropriate title because this is very wild. I never expected Braille to rap over a beat like this. Maybe on other people's projects, but his own projects, nah, this is kind of weird. I don't like the hook. You wow for this one. No, that's to me, it's not a catchy hook. Beat wise, it's kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of like when Cross Movement did the more southern type of beats. That's what this kind of reminds me of. Like when they went from East Coast to like southern type of beats. It's kind of dark, but the beat is kind of cool. I like his intensity, but this is wild. It's kind of weird. Next song is Multiple Choice. This song really sums up some of my issues with 9-5. Again, I think he's a good producer, but sometimes some of these songs that have sort of the same feeling to it. And can be a problem. You look at post prime DJ Premier, like you know what you're gonna get with Premiere now. It wasn't like that back in the day. And with 9.5, these piano beats, it gets kind of tiresome. And this one is not a standout piano beat. Um, yeah, man. He needs to mix it up, use some different instruments, stuff like that, man. But rap wise, it's kind of weird again. Like the Kanye West re-sampled or whatever you want to do it, doing it over. Kind of weird. I mean, it's catchy because yeah, we all know that, but not all of us. Some of y'all don't listen to second music, but a lot of people know that song. So yeah, it's kind of catchy, but still kind of weird, man. There are. I like the Golden Eye 007 reference. That's a if you know, you know. Selah, some of his raps, the Scantron bubble thing, Fisher like Antoine. I don't know, man. I mean, he cool. I like his voice, but yeah, this song really, it's okay. Next song, the best song on this project, bar none, is Ghost. I mean, this is a boom bap beat. You got to put the hoodies, you got to put the Timbs on. Very dark beat. Obviously influenced by one of the greatest producers of all time, Havoc. This feels like the whatever the instrument used, it feels like hell on earth. That song, this song is incredible. This is old school Braille, man. Like, yeah, I'm not against him turning more explicitly Christian in lyrics, but it's good to feel him do an introspective song. It's not really explicitly Christian in that sense. Like I could see this crossing over to non-Christians, and just the subject matter wise with ghosting. This song is incredible. My favorite, one of my favorite songs of the year, bar none. This is old Braille, man. This is old Braille. Next song is Sardis. This is another song I like, man. Very haunting, dark beat. Uh, kind of a somber subject matter. Borrowing from the Book of Revelation. The different letters. Some people call it report cards, whatever. I'm not gonna get into no whole debate on Revelation. Don't write me. I don't, no comment. But yeah, I like this song, man. Very dark. Talking about words, true words, being alive, real words. Dope song. All right, last song is The Shore. Um, Kind of reminds me of the first song in some sense, man. It's somber but hopeful type of vibe. Talking about different saints, talking about instead of running a race, till we reach the shore. I like it. It's kind of like I said, a little slow vibe, sort of like the first song has a sort of that sort of vibe to it. But it's a cool song. It's a cool way to end the album. So I like it. So overall, I enjoyed this album. I think you have a good mixture of the creative Braille mixed with the explicit Christian rap Braille. Um, has a little something for everybody, man. So I like that balance on this album. Again, 9.5, he has some dope drums, some dope bass, but at the same time, I think he needs to expand his palette, man, and not depend on the pianos and the things like that all the time. Mix it up, man. But he's a dope producer, so I'm not hating on him. Please don't take it as that. But at the same time, he can grow as well. So that's my thoughts on this. Love to hear y'all thoughts. This is Proceed with Caution Blog. Skip Bayless Stutz. And in the words of my man Pops on my shirt, yeah, boy.